Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ari. Today we are checking out One Piece chapter 1168, as you can see up here. I can't point really up there. I haven't really been reading One Piece since November. December I kind of I got in a bad mood, bad habit of not doing anything really. And then I started 2026 with the flu. So now I'm healthy again. I'm still a bit sore in my throat, but I'm drinking tea in my Star Wars cup. And now we're going to read chapter 1168. Just real quick before we start. Last chapter. I'm just going to go briefly through it. If you want to skip ahead, just check below on the timeline where I start reading 1168. So the last chapter we had Harald going around slaying ships. The pirates of God Valley had made their own name. Roger Pirates conquered the world, became the pirate, and he became the pirate king. In Mara Joy, yeah, it was the contract stuff. What was that again? The deep sea, shallow sea. Hold on. There are 3 levels of contract. The shallow sea contract is a minor pact. The deep sea and the deep sea contract are reserved for those who are to be bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. What did I say about that again? Hold on, I can actually look that up. Deep sea contract comments. No contract. Did I not comment on that? Okay. I think it was something like the line of the shallow sea contract is for those who are recognized by the world government, by the elders, but they are not in a god status. Deep sea is the god's knights, which have been given immortality by Imu. And then we have the deep sea contracts, which are reserved for the elders, which have been given powers and immortality by Imu. I think that's what I concluded. Let's see. And then we had a flashback. No, there's still a flashback, of course. Shanks got... I think this was a chapter where Shanks showed up in Marijo. Yeah. He showed up with his bandage over his head, and he helped Fisher Tiger to get to the armory. We have Harald and Neptune talking to each other. Well. And then Harald recognizing Shanks, or something like it. And Shanks putting on an act that he hated everything down there. Oh yeah, and we got to see Loki getting really angry because of how Oda was handled by the other tribe on Elbaf. I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. She had thrown me into the realm of the dead. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer. Ida won't actually die, right? She's the only mother I ever known. Not Oda, Ida. That's so nice of Loki to... I can acknowledge that and share his feelings. Okay, here we are. 1168, Elbaf Snow. Front page, cover request by Mrs. Fuji. Mr. Fuji. A family of sheep knit 6 glows for Hachan. Oh, no, a family of sheep knit 6 glows for Hachan. So they're knitting glows for Hachan. That's so cute. And it has 6 shovels as well. Takoyaki 8. That's cute. Okay, 15 years ago, that same year, all over the world, Harald's efforts are paying off, but those giant marines are really doing a good job. Which island is this? They're so reliable. I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one. Can't you get us stocked up again? Elbaf seafood is super popular, you know. I bet it is. There's a chef talking to a salesman. Or a guy who delivers stuff on boats. It's not salesman, but a sailor maybe. Is the right word. This here is top quality Elbaf cider. Cider? Cedar? It's a rare and tricky item to import. I'll take it already. It's a pirate dude. Elbaf, New World. We finally became a member nation. Harald! Harald! I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world. But there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great! Yay! Everyone is just cheering. Yay! We're one step away. Our future has never been brighter. Yeah, let's ditch our warrior crap. I'll make it happen, Ida. And the Valorous school has been built. Children are playing. This is all thanks to you, Saul. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? But ain't you afraid you lost something here, Harald? And Harald goes ... I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore. It's because of Ida. She taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Oh, that's so sweet. Another flashback in the flashback. We're meeting Ida. Hey Harald. Elbaf really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was a ton of internal conflict. It was scary. But you changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. The old customs, our backwards traditions, all of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. Oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture. And Harald going, don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that's kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. You always did say you wanted to make me your legal wife. I can actually cough. That really is the sweetest thing. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Hyrudin's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I always thought of him like that. Feelings like that kept my heart full. It's what kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everybody's king, Harald. Let's go. She goes, you're almost there, right? That's right, Ida. It won't be long. Soon we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands times bigger. Then we can go traveling together. Just like the old days. I got another flashback inside of... There's so many flashbacks. You see younger Harald and Ida. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. And that's where she died. Oh my god, that's heartbreaking. She's just laying in bed. Of course she's sick. She's just laying in bed, smiling, saying, that sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. And then she grabs Harald's hand. And Harald says, me too. And the hands fall down. You can see Harald walking out, covering his head or eyes, probably crying. And we have all the giants we know about. We have Hyrudin, Gerd, Goldberg, Rode. I think that's Ripley and Colin. Not entirely sure who the middle one is. I can't really see it. We've probably seen that one as well, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, Harald is crying his eyes out. Everyone is crying their eyes out. While Ida is laying in bed smiling. And then you have Loki in prison. Tipping his hat down, and he has a sad look to his face. 14 years ago, the Holy Land of Mary Joyce. Shanks is missing? So Shanks was in the Holy Land for an entire year? Indeed. Had he completed his last mission, he would have been formally knighted. So he dipped out before Emu could take control of him? As you were our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I'll naturally accept the honor of being one of the gods' knights. This is Harald speaking. Doing that will secure Elbaf's membership status. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I can already tell what's going to happen. He's going to get Domi reversed. He's going back to Elbaf. And that's when he starts wrecking shit. No, but why would Emu Domi reverse Harald when all Emu wants is the power of the giants? Okay, let's read on. And the elders are leading Harald to somewhere. Congratulations then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. It's been a long process. You'll be remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaf. Well, to be honest, when Elbaf finally joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. That is a matter for us to decide. And Emu sits on the empty throne. Why? Why is there someone on the empty throne? And Emu says, come. Mu has been watching thee, Harald. And you see Marlon Joy's building is just expanding, like you see in anime when or comics generally when something huge is happening, like the reaction. Whoa! And you see he's gotten marked. This power, it's surging within me. It's chilling. This is the power of immortality. It still sends shiver down the spine. Saturn saying it still sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. Consider, this is Emu speaking, consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to Emu, or sworn to Mu. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaf. That will mark the bond between us. I just want to point something out. Harald, he is of ancient giant lineage, so he is insanely tall. I think we have it's not very shown very well in this chapter right here how tall he is, because the elders kind of look, the elders are up to his boots, top of his boots. But I believe there's two giants on top of each other. Is only up to his hips, if I believe, or stomach area. And even though he is so insanely massive in height, he is still shorter than the empty throne. So Emu is still sitting or being above him, even though he's so tall. That's a really cool, cool height, not showing of power. Okay, so he didn't get Domi reverse, but he got the power of immortality, and he's going to make the summoning circle. Thy dearest wish shall finally be granted. Huzzah! As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaf will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. Thank you, King Harald! Woo! Oust Castle. He's carved a pentagram. Huh? Could you repeat that, Great Emu? Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. The exact opposite of what Harald wants. The giant warrior fleet will stand alongside the marines and serve the world as... And Harald goes, wait, no, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbaf from violence. Of course, if anyone still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the marines. But... And you can see some of the guards. Who is the king talking to in there? You get the perspective of Emu, kind of like... It's sort of like... if I were to explain it, in Naruto, when a genjutsu user is entering a person's mind, and you can like see them standing above them menacingly. You can see the eyes of the Sharingan looking at the entire character. It's kind of like that with Emu here. It seems like there's one big eye, and there's two eyes in the center. Thou vowed to atone for Elbaf history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. I meant to carry the burden alone. The burden of such history is too great for thee to bear alone. Now, hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Mu. So much emu stuff. I love this. Those who enter into a deep sea covenant may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. Thou wilt carry out Mu's order, regardless of thy own will. And Harald is starting to move on his own. He says to himself, "This isn't good. I'm losing control. Elbaf. They never meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse that emu. Guards! Guards! The plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaf. Yeah. You don't trust them like that. What is it, your majesty? Is someone..." Harald goes, "Chain me to this pillar. Hurry! Summon Elder Jarul and my sons." "But sire, I believe Hyrodin is still out at sea, and Loki, Lord Loki, that is still imprisoned after what happened." What exactly is this concerning your... What exactly is this concerning? Your Majesty? And he goes, "I can't resist for long. None of that matters now. Release him." "Jail realm of the dead. You're free to go, Loki." And Loki goes, "Head to Out's castle at once. The king requires your presence." So the castle that Road was building his miniature land, or for us normal humans, massive land of Lego bricks, is actually a jail castle for giants. Jarul's house. "Something urgent? What's going on?" And so we return to where this tale began. The day of the castle massacre, when Elbaf's most beloved king, Harald the Benevolent, lost his life. Whoa, we're finally getting back to where Loki started the flashback. Timeline notes. The Romanized spelling Elbaf appeared in the artwork of this chapter. This appearance may lend credence to the notion that the prior graphic Elbaf may have been an editorial choice. Since both variations have thus far appeared in the art, the authorial intent remains unclear. For now, pending further clarification, we are going to stick with the familiar spelling Elbaf, E-L-B-A-F, which is fable backwards, as it feels more intuitive and is more recently giving romanization instead of E-L-B-A-P-H. I like E-L-B-A-F because it's fable backwards. It's much cooler. And it makes sense because it's the entire Elbaf is a fable. Oh, that was such a cool chapter. I love seeing more emo stuff. And then just like I mentioned, the height difference of the top of the world and an ancient giant standing up and it's still below the seat on the top of the world. Such a cool perspective. Yeah, I don't really see anything out of the ordinary right here. It was a sad chapter, it's a fun chapter, happy chapter, and then downfall. Right, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, subscribe. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, down like. Don't leave a like. Yeah, I'll see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.